Are you tired of scrolling through endless remote job opportunities that lead to a dead end? Or maybe some that turn into an MLM scam or a commission-only sales role? What if I told you there are hundreds of legitimate remote positions that are pretty much always hiring, and they typically pay between $40,000 to $80,000 a year. Plus, they don't require any special degrees, they have very little competition from AI, and they're relatively recession-proof. But the catch is that most of the time they are mind-numbingly boring. But here's the thing, while everyone else is fighting over the exciting opportunities, smart people are quietly making a living in these overlooked positions. Now today I'm going to reveal boring but highly stable remote jobs that almost guarantee that you'll never have to worry about unemployment again. And most people are too proud to apply for these roles, which means more opportunities for you. And let me show you how being professionally boring could be your ticket to financial freedom. Now, by the way, guys, before we dive in, I will put resources in the description and the pinned comment below on how to actually land jobs. This, of course, is just going to be going over the job opportunities, not how to land them. And I also have a resource on the best training online. We're talking certificates, certifications, courses, etc. That'll all be down in the description in the pinned comment below, so definitely check it out. All right, first is a remote closed captioning editor. And if you ever wondered who makes sure you can still follow your favorite show while munching those noisy chips at midnight, well, in a world where content is king, accessibility is the queen. And closed captioning editors are the royal scribes, making sure everyone stays in the loop. And your mission? To transform spoken words into written gold. And you're doing this for viewers who rely on captions. So yeah, the main job is transcribing and timing subtitles for videos, and you ensure every word matches what's being said on the screen. So it's detail-oriented work that requires patience and accuracy, but hey, you're technically getting paid to watch content all day. And you can kind of think of it like being a court stenographer for the entertainment industry. And instead of sitting in a courtroom, you're sitting on your couch. And according to Glassdoor, remote captioning editors earn between $38,000 and $59,000 a year. So very solid. And here's a real perspective from someone in the field. He was a captioner for 7 years with one of the largest closed captioning companies in the US, and he gets unlimited days off, but they are unpaid. And he said that if you have the discipline to work from home and you don't want to make as much money as you could make in court reporting, it's fine. But he also said that the schedule can be awful. In his entire time there, he only had 2 days off in a row, and they were Sundays and Mondays. Now, for this one, of course, you need skills like fast typing, strong grammar, punctuation, attention to detail, basic video editing knowledge, time management, and the ability to focus for long periods. And to get started, you can check out a website like rev.com. This is a place where you can just get started, get your first gigs, build a bit of a portfolio, and then of course you can get hired for full-time gigs. Now, for this one, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's very common. This is one of the most common ways that people actually make money online. A lot of people do it as a side hustle or they do it part-time, but it is one of the lowest barriers to entry to actually making money. Quick break. Are you stuck in that 35 to 50K salary range while your expenses keep climbing? Well, Remote Job Accelerator 2.0 includes 3 tools that have helped my coaching clients double their income. First, you'll get resume templates with AI prompts that increase your chances of landing high-paying remote jobs. Oh, and by the way, these resume templates are tailored to the jobs that you see on this channel and the specific jobs that we post. Then you'll get filtered job listings that eliminate ghost jobs and scams, and training on my system for building your job landing strategy. And until now, this was only for my coaching clients, but I'm making it available for just $50 a month. That's right, the same information that my coaching clients paid thousands and thousands of dollars for is available to you for just $50 a month. Less than what many people spend a month on coffee. Now, this offer won't last long, so click the link in the description in the pinned comment below to check it out, or scan this code right here if you're seeing this on TV. Next is a digital asset taxonomist. And have you ever felt the satisfaction of organizing your digital photos into perfect folders? Now imagine doing that for a living. That's right, you're basically a digital Marie Kondo. And in a world drowning in digital files, businesses are desperately seeking people who can bring order to their chaos. And no, you don't need to be some kind of tech genius to do this. You'll spend your days organizing digital content like images, documents, and videos into logical systems. And it's basically like creating virtual filing cabinets that make sense, naming files properly, creating categories, and making sure everything is findable. And according to Glassdoor, digital asset taxonomists earn between $54,000 and $79,000 a year. And this guy on Reddit said that he has been doing DAM for about 4 years, and he started right after getting his MLIS. And he also said that some technology is good to know since you will be working on the DAM CAEM platform and library backgrounds are very helpful, as well as those with these backgrounds generally know better how to organize things in a manner that's understandable. And you will need skills like strong organizational abilities, basic technical knowledge, attention to detail, understanding of metadata, good naming conventions, and clear communication skills. And you can then check out large corporations like Adobe, Amazon, Microsoft, or other companies. And they're always looking for people to organize their digital assets. Now I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10 because as long as humans keep creating digital files like crazy, spoiler alert, we will, someone needs to organize them. Plus, most people find this too boring to compete for these roles. Now, if you appreciate having job security more than having an exciting career, then smash that like button while I reveal more positions that trade glamour for guaranteed income. Next is going to be virtual loss prevention analyst. And if you've ever wanted to be a digital detective without leaving your home office, then this might be for you. Welcome to the future of retail security, where loss prevention happens in pajamas and your most powerful weapon is your laptop. Okay, all joking aside, the rise of online shopping has created a whole new world of digital theft, unfortunately, and businesses are scrambling to find people who can spot suspicious activity without ever stepping foot in a store. And you'll monitor transactions, analyze patterns, and investigate potential fraud, all from your home office. So you can think of it as being a detective, but instead of walking the beat, you're clicking through spreadsheets and security footage. And the best part is you'll never have to confront anyone in person. And based on Glassdoor data, virtual loss prevention analysts earn about $54,000 to $82,000 a year. So this is actually quite good. Plus, it can be a great segue into working in cybersecurity related careers, and cybersecurity related careers pay ridiculously well. Now, this guy on Reddit said that as a corporate security coordinator, most of his internal team members have a company issued laptop that can access the cameras at all sites under that employer's purview. And their alarm call procedure is that no one attends the site. It gets remotely checked and then police are dispatched before anyone heads to the site. Now, you'll need to have some sort of basic data analysis abilities, pattern recognition, basic security knowledge, attention to detail, problem solving skills, and you have to be able to write reports because you'll write probably a lot of them. And then you can check out major retailers like Nordstrom, Target, or Amazon, or Google, and you'll find various remote jobs. So yeah, I'm going to give this one an 8.5 out of 10. I like the fact that it pays pretty well right off the bat, and there's a ton of jobs you can go into down the line that can pay 6 figures, even multiple 6 figures per year. Next is a remote loan document specialist. And if you've ever dreamed of being a paperwork superhero, yes, they exist, then you might be able to step into the world of virtual paper pushing perfection, where organization meets opportunity and documentation becomes an art form. And the mortgage and lending industry is desperate for people who can handle the mountain of paperwork that comes with every loan. And that's exactly what remote loan document specialists do. And guess what? Most of it can be done in your pajamas. And your job is reviewing, processing, and organizing loan documentation, and you'll check applications, verify information, and make sure every single form is filled out correctly. And believe it or not, this kind of work is basically AI proof just simply because of the fact that human beings have to check this stuff legally. So that's always a good sign, is when, like, legally speaking, there are actual human beings that have to do the thing. And it's honestly the kind of job that would make an adrenaline junkie fall asleep, but that's exactly why it's so stable. Yeah, this job makes librarians seem like they have adventurous lives, but you get paid about $45,000 to $63,000 a year. And this guy said that documentation specialists, at least on ROW jobs, are going to be the ones handling the back office document prep, filing of documents and files, and overall data management. And they may also help with reviewing contact notes and inputting into tracking spreadsheets. And the pay is significantly lower than agents, ranging on average from $20 to $30 an hour, which does show that there are other positions you can move into that pay better. Now, for this one, you need attention to detail, like obsessive levels of attention to detail, basic understanding of loan documents, organizational skills, data entry proficiency, and the ability to stay awake while reading financial documents, which might be pretty difficult, but you can do it. And you can then look for positions at major banks, mortgage companies, or lending institutions because they're always hiring, because most people find this work too boring to stick with. But honestly, this one's really solid. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 9 out of 10 opportunity score, because this is a very common industry. It's not going away. There's tons of jobs available, and people's boredom in this job is your job security, because sometimes a boring job is a dream job. Now, let me know in the comments which of these positions sounds the least boring to you, or share your own boring but reliable remote job experience. Next is a benefits claims coordinator. And in this role, you can step into the world of benefits coordination, where you're the bridge between employees and their well-deserved perks, all while working in your favorite sweatpants. And while everyone else is chasing trendy tech tech jobs, you could be quietly making a comfortable living by helping people figure out their next benefits package. Not exactly TikTok famous, but definitely mortgage approved. And you'll process employee benefits enrollments, handle queries about healthcare coverage, and make sure everyone gets their insurance cards. And it's kind of like being a GPS for people lost in the maze of healthcare paperwork. So you can think of it as being a translator between humans and insurance companies, except instead of speaking different languages, you're translating benefit codes and policy numbers. And according to Glassdoor, benefits coordinators earn between $51,000 and $73,000 a year. An experienced coordinator shared that it took over a year to really grasp the role. He said that even now he still doesn't fully know what he's doing, but that's actually a good thing because the barrier to entry is going to be a bit higher. However, a lot of the time you don't need any experience to start and the training is on the job, but you're going to have attention to detail, basic understanding of benefits packages, good communication skills, problem solving abilities, patience with frustrated people, and Excel proficiency. Then you can look for positions at large corporations, insurance companies, or HR outsourcing firms that handle benefits administration. And I'll give this one an 8.5 out of 10 opportunity score because as long as companies offer benefits, which is forever, someone needs to process them. Plus the job is so boring that turnover is high, meaning there are always openings. Your boredom tolerance is your golden ticket. Now, by the way, if you want to fast track your way into benefits coordination or any HR adjacent role, check out a certificate like the IBM Human Resource Analytics and Management certification on Coursera. I have lots of certificates and trainings that I think are really good that are linked down in the description and the pinned comment below, and they'll cover just about every job that I talk about on this channel. Plus, it's really cool having a company like IBM's name on your resume. All right, next is a medical billing processor. And yep, this is just as boring as it sounds. You're going to be reading doctors' chicken scratch and turning them into billable codes. And the best part is you never have to see blood or deal with patients. Just your computer screen and endless amounts of numbers. You'll translate medical procedures into billing codes and submit claims to insurance companies. Sound mind-numbing? Well, that's exactly why it's guaranteed work. Most people can't handle the monotony. And according to Glassdoor, you make about $39,000 to $56,000 a year. Now, there's tons of medical billers out there, and they talk about their experience working remotely. One of them said that she has been working remotely since 2016, meaning she's been at a remote setup for nearly 10 years as a medical biller. Now, for this one, you'll need to have an understanding of medical terminology. It's honestly not that hard. You could probably learn most of what you need to know in a weekend, and then the rest you can just reference. Then you need to have attention to detail, basic computer skills, the ability to stay awake while reading medical codes, good luck with that, memory for numbers, and patience with insurance companies. Then you can check out major healthcare providers, hospitals, or medical billing companies because they're always hiring. And let's face it, this job isn't exactly trending on Instagram. So I'll give this one a 9 out of 10 opportunity score because I think that healthcare related jobs are extremely stable and there's pretty much always going to be job openings here. We do a lot of research on remote jobs and we see insurance and medical building related jobs all the time. Next is an insurance claims processor. And if you ever dreamed of solving puzzles for a living, well, this one is kind of like that, but it's a little bit of a boring puzzle because the insurance industry is constantly looking for people who can handle the riveting task of processing claims all day. And your main task is reviewing insurance claims, verifying information, and deciding if claims should be approved or denied. Now, by the way, pro tip with all of these boring jobs, try getting an adjustable height desk and a walking treadmill. That way you can walk slowly, get your steps in, and get some exercise while you're doing all the boring work. So basically, in this position, you're almost like a fact checker for accidents and incidents. Instead of investigating celebrity gossip, you're investigating whether someone's basement really flooded because of a broken pipe. And you make about $42,000 to $62,000 a year doing it. Now, this guy said that he made a couple kind of claims. He said that if you have to deal with the claimants directly, especially if it's a phone center environment, it can be stressful. And people generally don't understand insurance. And of course, no one wants to be denied, but some people can be impossible to deal with. But he also said that insurance overall is a decent field to be a part of. And for this position, you'll need basic math abilities, attention to detail, customer service skills, the ability to say no, except extremely professionally, and a lot of patience with angry people. Kidding aside, you'll also need an understanding of insurance policies. And it's also good if you get some sort of certification or training related to insurance as well. You don't have to do anything extensive. It's actually quite easy to find certifications and trainings online. And it's always a good idea if you build a bit of portfolio. Then you can look at major insurance companies that are always hiring, like State Farm, Allstate, or Progressive, or any other companies that you're interested in. So insurance is great. Like I said, a lot of opportunity in this industry. I'm going to give this one an 8.5 out of 10 opportunity score. Now, by the way, I made another video that talked about a lot of other kind of boring jobs. So if you want to hear about even more of these, click here to check that out.